Dijon clones, I think, are, frankly, even though a lot of my colleagues in this industry will hate to hear this, I think is a bad joke perpetrated in the Oregon wine industry. And I note that several years ago, one person that got it right was Berghound, when he came out, and he actually kind of, I remember reading it, and I don't remember if it was a letter to the Oregon winemakers or if it was in one of his reviews, but he said, you guys should pull out all your Dijon clones and start over with something else. And I totally agree with the guy. They're great for making early maturing, easy to drink red wines. But I don't think they have any place for making high-end, real competitive in the wider wine world type wines. They were sold to us because back in the 80s, everybody was worried about, are we going to be able to ripen Pinot here? You know, it seems like we're really late here, and da-da-da-da-da. And people hadn't really yet embraced that actually being in October is probably a good thing. And so they were sold to us as these things will ripen quicker, which only meant that the sugars will get higher and the acid will get lower more quickly than some of our standard old clones like Pomar and Wädenswil. But what has happened since then is that you see these winemakers with these, and they get to what I think is probably a good sugar and pH, but these guys are letting them hang because they don't taste ripe. And they don't taste ripe because probably they're really not very ripe yet. And so then people leave them, and then you get these real sappy wines that are high alcohol, low acidity, and they're just kind of not very exciting wines. And I think that's true of both the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir. I just don't think they're very exciting clones, especially given that there's all kinds of stuff in this country that's been here for years and years, brought in from Europe, and admittedly in some cases illicitly, but it's here now, it's been planted, it's in vineyards all over the place, so it's kind of like, the cat's out of the bag at this point. The guys in Burgundy, they've had, like I said, hundreds of years to do this, and why reinvent the wheel? They've come up with these incredible clones in their vineyards. Use them. I mean, they're there. They've made incredible wines for a long time, and I don't think adding all this new stuff like Dijon clones is helping at all. I think it's moving it in the other direction. And I understand that a lot of growers in Burgundy who planted Dijon at one point have ripped them all out now and gone back to a lot of their old traditional clones.